It's time to get unmasked. Please welcome your host, Pamela Elaine Nichols and Cheryl A.S. Haley.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to UnMasked Real Talk Live. This is a place where we come together, my sister girl and I, Pamela Elaine, and we get open, we get raw. Say, hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Yes. Again, this is a place where we get real about topics not often discussed openly. Each week on Unmasked Real Talk Live, we give you an opportunity to share your thoughts and opinions about the topic that we unmask. You have our permission, and I repeat, you have our permission to get unmasked with us here so you could feel better, look better, and live better out there. Now, we encourage you stay until the end and be eligible because we love to give gifts for a special raffle. Today's raffle is a $25 self-care gift card in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, which ends today at 11:59 p.m. But we want you to continue on the journey of taking care of you, mind, body, and spirit. Not only do we want today's winner to do something with the gift card that will help them feel better, we want you to do something too that empowers you to feel better again, look better, and live better. Every week, we do a challenge based on a topic of the show. The challenge from last week's topic ended yesterday. We ask you to encourage another woman or mother by affirming her with your words or a service or a gift. You chose how to affirm her. Thank you to those who participated and posted. It is heartwarming to encourage another woman personally because you never know what they're going through and how needed a kind word is. A new challenge starts today, Tuesday, and ends next Monday at 11:59 p.m., the day before the live show. We want you to participate by sharing your experience with the challenge in our members only Facebook group. This week's challenge, each day, we want you to post just one word to encourage women in our group to live better. Just one word. For today, post your comments below as we unmask today's topic. Ask your questions so we can address as we go along. And one thing I want to encourage you, this community that we're building, we want you to engage. We want you to own your voice and we want you to share because we're getting feedback that this space, this community is being a blessing to other women. So thank you for those of you that have participated and we want all of you to engage. Pam, you want to introduce today's topic?
Yeah, I do. I want to say hello to everyone listening live and listening later. Hello, glad you're with us again today. Last week, if you were with us, we unmasked the topic, I can't take it anymore. Ever feel that way? We had a lot of engagement on that topic. Cheryl and I thought, well, why don't we create a follow-up topic on this? And we did. So today's topic is when you can't take it anymore, surrender.
Yeah.
When you can't take it anymore, surrender. All right. A beautiful quote here by our favorite Marianne Williamson. It goes like this: the moment of surrender is not when life is over, it's when it begins. Throughout life, we encounter struggles, and our minds do everything to avoid these struggles. We ignore, we fight, we numb, and we reject the things we don't want in our lives, the unpleasant situations. At some point in our struggles, there comes a moment in which we cannot continue fighting. It can be something we've battled all our lives or a recent event that rocks the very foundation upon which we stand. It's at this moment that effort ends and surrender begins. But why is surrender so difficult? Why? Because at its core, surrender requires vulnerability. Surrendering allows us to be present when we feel that we can't take it anymore, in a way we cannot be when we try to control it. We can see what's in front of us in the present moment. the only moment guaranteed to us. Surrender isn't about being passive, but about being open. Oh, I love that. I think I should say that again.
Yeah.
Surrender isn't about being passive, but being open. Surrender to what is. Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be. Surrender. Right where you are now, we invite you to think about today's unmasked question, which I'm going to state. Okay. We're going to ask the question and we're going to talk about it. And we want to hear from you. So be sure to put your comments in the chat. And if you have questions, put those in the chat too and give us an opportunity to respond to it. Here's a question for today, Unmasked. What do you need to surrender? What do you need to let go, give up? What do you need to surrender? What is that thing that you need to surrender? And to whom do you need to surrender? I mean, I'm going to add that question in too. But what do you need to surrender? What do you need to let go? What do you need to give up on? Okay, so we've got some people saying hello already, and we love that. What do you need to surrender? I'm gonna kick this off.
Go on.
I definitely know that I need to surrender control because I like to control just about everything. And I know that control is the enemy of freedom. Mm-hmm. It is the enemy of freedom. And one of the things I used to do as a mother, well, I'm still a mother. One of the things I used to do is try to control everything my kids did. Make sure that they looked right before they left the house. Make sure that they had the right grades. Make sure that they got where they needed to go on time. Make sure their room was clean. I just controlling everything. And no, it's no wonder to me now, in looking back, that I had a breakdown on my bathroom floor because I couldn't take it anymore. Guess what, girlfriend? You can't take control in everything because there's no freedom in controlling everything. Some things you may need to control, but not everything. And that was my big issue. I'm much better now, Cheryl. But that definitely was a big issue. How about you? Oh, and we have some people in the already.
They're already chiming in.
Out on the topic. No. I need to hear this, Lord. Yes.
Yeah.
We would love to know why you need to hear that. Whoever made that comment.
Exactly.
We would like to know why you need to hear that, so we can maybe add that into what we say today. What's the other comment you see, Cheryl?
The other one is, I need to surrender my fear of leaving what was familiar.
Ooh.
Whoa. I could relate to that. And, Pam, somewhat of control as well. But I believe that what I needed to surrender was my being overly analytical, meaning that I needed to have the answers. I needed to know up front. Like, how do I go from point A to B, B to C, and C to D? And I found myself wanting to be in control, but losing control because I didn't know what the answers were. And at times, not only that, the lack of surrender caused me to be stuck. Stuck in places longer than I needed to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was your need to be overly analytical. What I'm hearing is not, because we want to be analytical. It's nothing wrong with that, right? But it sounds like you're saying when you're analytical, you don't move. Exactly. And you just stay right where you stay right. There's no movement when you overanalyze something. I hear what you're saying.
Exactly. It's almost like getting stuck in a comfort zone, a place of comfort.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's really interesting because I was listening to someone on YouTube the other day, and they were talking about, and I thought when I was listening to him, I thought what he was saying was so fitting for our conversation today, because he said that we can get addicted to the emotions that aren't serving us. And that place of stress, I can't take it anymore. That stress is actually a place where you can become addicted, and it becomes the familiar for you. Like
Yes.
you, just like you were just saying, it becomes the familiar. So when you are invited to come and surrender, you're like, oh, no, no, no. No, no, I'm good with I can't take it anymore.
Mhm.
I'm good with overwhelmed, when we're actually hurting ourselves physically, emotionally, and spiritually when we are in such overwhelm.
And it is so true. And you know what? When you referenced that the YouTube video that you were looking at, it took my mind to how we can emotionally connect to stuff. We can emotionally connect to stuff. And I'm right now, for the last probably 2 years, have been at a place of unpacking. And when we think about unpacking, that's a common coaching term that we're here, but unpacking bins.
Mhm.
Of things that I was emotionally connected to. And because of whatever the emotional connection was to it, it seems like I couldn't release or surrender it.
Yeah.
Once I started to release and surrender, if you guys could see what has just gone, and I'm talking about paperwork. I'm talking about what, because we could attach to things that, you know, just let me let's open it up. I worked at a place several years ago that I left, and
Mm,
I left it not under good terms. Let's say that. So therefore, there was a lot of things that I had that was associated with that emotionally that I had
mm,
packed away. Like, I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with this later. I might need this. I need to refer back to this. But as I began to unpack and release and surrender, and somebody put in the chat, I need to surrender my fear of leaving what was familiar to me.
mm,
Leaving that place put me into a different chart. I'm charting different waters now. And once I got comfortable with that, I
mhm,
began to release some things. And it's like,
mm,
wow, it was just mind boggling what I was still holding on to. And it's like,
mm.
for what? And we think about different aspects of our life. Why are we still holding on to stuff, people,
Yeah.
places, and why?
Yeah, it's a comfort zone.
It's a
It
comfort zone.
is a comfort zone, and our brains are trained to go to the most familiar
Yep.
and most comfortable thing for us. And sometimes it is our bad, not bad, I don't want to use that word, but disempowering behavior,
Yes.
because we've trained our brains to enjoy, I know that sounds sick, the overwhelm and the exhaustion and the holding on to things. But I like what the person said. She said, I need to surrender my fear of leaving what was familiar to me, because I have a quote for her.
Mhm.
And here it is: the cave you fear to enter
Wow.
holds the treasure you seek. I'm going to say that again. The
Yeah.
cave you fear to enter, my sister,
Yes.
holds the treasure you seek. So if you're willing to turn around how you're looking at the fear
Yes.
of surrender, there is treasure that is waiting for you. Go get it.
Yes.
You just go through the fear. Fear is something you have to just go through. You can't put it on a shelf. You can't ignore it. You can't put it on your feet. You actually have to go through it in order to overcome it. So, girl, there's some treasure in that cave for you. So go and get it.
Go.
There's another says, I also need to surrender control and let God be in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Mhm,
Mm-mm,
mhm, mhm.
mm-mm.
He's in the driver's seat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then someone,
Yeah.
yeah, then someone said, if I surrender that I can't fix the problem and fix me and how to handle the problem. Whoa.
Oh, sounds like there's a desire not to surrender.
Mhm,
If I surrender, yeah. So this it sounds like you
mhm,
want to be the fixer
mhm.
of the problems. Yeah, you want to be the fixer. Tell us if we're on track here. We don't want to be making up stories that
That's right.
don't resonate with you. And fix me. Yeah. Well, I would like to know from you, what would happen
Mhm.
if you surrender?
Yeah.
What will happen if you surrender what that thing to which you need to surrender? What would be the benefit? I think, and we would like for everyone listening, if you would be willing to share, what would be what's the treasure if you surrender to what is causing you to pull your hair out?
Yeah.
So I felt like I interrupted you. You were saying something, Cheryl.
Oh, no,
before I talked about the cave.
Yeah. No, I love the quote when you talked about the cave, and I'm just looking at the comments that we're getting, and I see a lot of I just need to let God be in control. And when I thought about the situation that I shared, and some of you could connect, like Pam and I, we're sharing. One of the things that I see is that we talk about surrender, and we talk about when we get to that place that we feel like I can't take it anymore, and we look at the question on the table. Why is it that we still try to control something without realizing that perhaps he's brought us to this place that a door can shut so another door can open? And when you talk about the treasure that's inside, but we still hold on to. And I realized with those bins, I was still holding on to stuff, and was like this season of your life is over. It's done. It's another one.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So you were holding on not only to stuff, as in paperwork and things of that nature, but you were also holding on to the emotions.
Yes.
Which didn't give room for you to experience something new, something fresh, some new ideas, new creativity. Yeah, you had blocked that out. There was no room for it. Okay, so we have some comments. Oh, we love the comments, ladies.
Someone says, I think we try to control things because sometimes our pain, come on now, is more comfortable than we're willing to admit.
Yes. Isn't that somebody just went deep?
Bingo.
That's exactly right. Pain is more comfortable. It's more comfortable. It's more familiar. Forget that it's messing up our lives. Forget that it's messing up our relationship. Forget that it's messing with our money. Forget it's messing with our ability to elevate in our careers. Forget that. But the pain is comfortable and we stay in it.
Yeah.
We stay in it.
Yes, we do. And someone said they're going to post it on their refrigerator. I'm not sure if it's the person who wrote it, but that is deep. But then somebody came back and said, more peace, more understanding as to why me. That we sit there, see, for those that overanalyze, because there's some value to it. But when we overanalyze, is this the question that's going on in our mind? Why? Why?
So the treasure here sounds like she's pointing out is peace. Yeah, that is definitely a treasure, because when you don't have peace, nothing feels like it's right. You can't sleep well. You're irritable. You're not so nice to people. You kick the dog. Peace, without peace, life is hard. Hard. So if that's a treasure for you, go get it. Go get it.
Yeah.
Someone else said yes. I'm not sure what that yes is, but hopefully it was something good we said.
I know. So we're gonna transition right over to our unmasked question. We want to ask you, what do you need to surrender?
Oh, I already asked that question.
Oh, okay. Do we have any responses? What do you need to surrender?
Yeah. So what do you need to do? And that's when I was saying that I surrendered control, and I will continue to surrender control, because it's a daily thing. Because I'm almost 58, right? So I've had a long life of practicing control. So it's going to take a minute for me to learn to let go of the sense of control. And I know when I let go of control, it's sort of like when an addict doesn't have their dose and they start shaking. I start shaking that, oh dear, I gotta let go of control, but gotta let go of it.
That's right.
Gotta let go of it in order to have peace.
That's right.
Okay. In order to have a better relationship with my kids. I remember when I let go of controlling them so much, then the relationship wasn't so much in conflict. Like two of my kids, I have 4 kids. Y'all may not know, got 4 kids, but 2 of them were like the ones I tried to control the most and I had the most conflict with. I mean, conflict after conflict with. And that was wanting to have a better relationship with them was the treasure I wanted.
Yeah.
And so I knew that being controlling over their lives was the thing that was stealing that peace. And so that's where I worked on the control. Okay. We got some more comments here. Let go. Let go. Yes, honey. I'd let go. I have to do it daily.
And someone said let go. And early on, Pam, that's right. We had asked that question, and you talked about the control. What's the ideal? We want everybody in the audience to recognize that at some point in our life, we all struggle with control, but we want to make sure that we're not allowing it to interfere. And someone put in the chat here, I think in order for me to surrender, it would take my accepting the things that I cannot change. And when we
Yes.
recognize that, when we stop trying to control things, that's exactly what we position ourselves in, an acceptance of those things that we cannot change. And Pam,
And
I'm
you
not
know,
gonna let you be out there by yourself with the
okay.
control.
Uh-huh.
You know, when we think about our kids, and they're the ones, the people closest to us, they're the ones who experience it the most. And when we talk about it, what it does cause conflict. It really does. It really does. It really does.
Yeah. I like what she wrote, that she has to accept the things that she
Mhm.
cannot change.
Yeah.
And you know one thing you cannot change? The one thing you cannot change is other people.
Okay.
As much as we try to change them, we cannot change them. Listen, people who are locked up in prison, even the guards and the people who put them in prison, can't really change the prisoner's behavior.
Nope.
I mean, and they have some authority. You can't change anyone's behavior. You can change your own behavior. So you can control that, but you have to absolutely give up.
Yeah.
I'm saying for me, I don't know if this is what this person meant, but I know for me that I know that for everyone, you can't change someone else's behavior as much as you would like to. And that might be something driving you crazy, saying, I can't take it anymore.
Mhm.
When you can't take it anymore and you can't change somebody's behavior, surrender.
Absolutely.
Surrender.
And Pam, what you just shared is a powerful, powerful shoe in to our 3 takeaways that we give you each and every week to help you deal with today's topic, which is surrender. So I'm going to give you the first one.
All right.
Let go of control.
Wow.
Let me tell you, when we try to control things out of our control, guess what, my sisters? We lose control. So we're trying to gain our sense of control back so that we can feel better, we can look better, and we can live better. Let go of control. Pam, you want to do the second one?
I love that one. I love them. Yeah, here's another one for you. Practice patience with whatever is occurring. And I want you to pay attention to the word we chose. We chose these words on purpose. Practice patience with whatever's occurring. Ask yourself if you need to back off from putting pressure on yourself or on a situation you are handling right now. So practice patience, and it may make you shake like you're, the addict who's needs the fix, but you'll get past it if you practice. You'll get better if you practice.
Absolutely.
How about number 3, Cheryl?
And our third one is, again, the word that Pam just expounded upon: practice gratefulness. We want you to practice, because once you practice it, it becomes habit forming. We want you to find 5 things each day that you can be grateful for. And sometimes you might have somebody might say, well, I don't know 5 things. I don't have 5 things. We're going to give you some examples. For example, a word of affirmation, that activity that we did on last week, or prayer, or meditation, or a cup of tea or coffee, or a kind word from a friend. Accept that from a place of gratefulness. Practice gratefulness.
Yeah, and I want to throw in what I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful, and I'm going to be doing this today and tonight in the morning when I do my gratitude. I am so grateful for every one of you all who shows up on these Unmasked lives and at your comments, like time you can't get back, and that you're spending it with us. I'm grateful for you. So that's my first one. I got 4 more to go, but I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful for our producer. I got 2. Our producer who's behind the scenes, Kayla J, who makes this thing run smoothly for us so that we can come and just give our downloads from above to you without worrying about all the technology behind it.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Yes.
Okay, so we probably need to move to the raffle, I think. What do you think?
The raffle? Yep.
Uh-oh. Where's the little raffle thingy?
Oh,
there it is. All right.
All right,
Looky luck. Look who won.
All right. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, now we need to say this. Okay, ladies, you probably know that this is Shannon is related to Cheryl. Cheryl, the spa gift is for Shannon, not for you. Okay, let's be clear. It's for Shannon. Okay. All right. So let's. I guess we have to start wrap. Can you believe we're almost done already with today? So what we want, congratulations, Shannon. Shannon, what we need you to do, please, if you want this gift card. And by the way, if you haven't received your gift card and you won, please send us a note and tell us I didn't get it, so we can make sure we trace back and confirm that it was delivered to you, or tell you where you need to look to get it. But Shannon, could you please put and as a PM to me what your address is? I'm the one that sends out the card, so please give me your address so we can send you the spa gift card. And please tell us how you used it. It's a spa. No, it's a self-care gift card. Sorry. It's a self-care gift card that you can use any way that you want for your self-care. But would you please let us know what you did with it? Okay.
Yes.
So sure, we want to wrap it up.
Yeah. And wrapping up again, we want you to share with us what you like for possible topics. And Pam and I are conducting meaningful conversations, and we'll be reaching out to you. We thank you for the feedback that you have been providing, and we thank you for the value. And again, as Pam shared in, the 5 things that she's grateful for, one of them, we just so appreciate you. So we're looking forward to you coming into our community on next Tuesday, same time, same place, same channel, Facebook in our private group or YouTube. Yes.
And then before we go, we want to remind them what this week's challenge is, which begins today. Today in the private Facebook group. Every day, starting today, we want you to post your one word to encourage our private Facebook community to live better. What's your one word to live better? You know what my one word is going to be today? Guess what? Surrender. That's my one word to live better. It's going to be surrender.
Well, my one word is going to be acceptance.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what, ladies? We're so glad.
Yeah.
Someone said, wow, I really thank you. I really needed this. We thank you for being here with us so that you can get it.
Yes.
But we thank you, ladies. We'll see you next time on UnMasked Real Talk Live. Bye.
And you can say that I'm crazy.